Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and this week we are reviewing a festive favourite from the 1980s, which is...
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
This holiday season, the Griswolds are going to play it safe. They're staying at home.
I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree.
Let Chevy Chase light up your holidays. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
You woo, crack up.
So the way these reviews work is at the start, we both say our rating out of 10. We don't know what the other one thinks about it, and we say 1, 2, 3, and we give our rating. So 1, 2, 3,
9. Yes. Like that's you know what? And I'm going to say this. I was close to giving it a 10.
I thought you were going to give it a 10.
Yeah, I know what. Before we came on, I was thinking, should I give it a 10? But there's a couple of parts which we'll talk about that just mean that you can't give it a 10. Like this is like a Christmas tradition for us. This film, we watch it every year. We must have watched it every year for I don't even know how many years now, like 20, 25 years or something like that. Every year, so it makes it one of your most watched ever films. And even to say, because we'll get onto what the rating of it will be, but in the old days. Well, in the start of like IMDb and stuff, this film had a low rating. But let's find out what other people thought about it and what the other ratings were. What do you think it got on IMDb?
Well, this is going to be the case because I think now it would be 7.6.
7.5. But that's the thing I'm saying. It's gone up. Like every year it goes up, and now it's seen as a comedy classic, you know, a holiday classic. But like when IMDb first started out, it was like 5.6 or something like that on it.
I wonder what. Well, we'll get into reviews probably after this.
But okay, on Rotten Tomatoes, what do you reckon it got? The audience first.
95.
86.
What?
Yeah, 86 for audience. Maybe, and again, it's one of those older films, so maybe some people haven't seen it. And what I do find is that sometimes when you're going through because we watch it, you know, like on stream, you can watch it on streaming, or we used to watch it on DVD, we watched it on VHS and things
That's
like that.
one of only 4 DVDs I've kept the physical copy of.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, that, Iron Giant, and I can't remember the fourth one. It might be Christmas Normal Vacation.
Yeah, well, because you had it on that, obviously you would watch it before Christmas. It's meant to be really watched before Christmas or on Christmas Day, but you'll find that a lot of times they'll put it on Boxing Day. In the UK, it's Boxing Day, but you know, like on December 26th, and it's like it's too late by then. You know, like you've already seen it, kind of thing. Well, you know, Christmas is already gone. But yeah, so the audience gave it 86. What do you reckon the critics gave it?
74.
72.
I knew it. I knew they'd go low.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially there'll be a lot of historical reviews on there as well.
Definitely.
So just one saying it's slapstick farce.
Yeah, well, exactly. I bet they do actually say that as well. A quick synopsis of it, if you've never seen it before, but I'm pretty sure that everybody loads of
No, we
people have
say
seen
that,
it.
but
yeah,
like,
but people haven't.
No.
Yeah. I mean, some people might be like, "Oh, I'm going to watch that. Maybe I'll watch what they think of it."
No one's thinking.
Nobody's thinking that. Well, it's Clark Griswold. It's his dream of a perfect family Christmas, and this collapses into hilarious chaos when decorations, relatives, and long-awaited bonus all go disastrously wrong. What do you reckon the box office was for it?
Worldwide or domestic?
You don't need a number, but I mean, what do you reckon it was?
Not great.
It was very good, mate.
Was
it made 71.3 million, and it became the highest grossing original run of the National Lampoon's films. So it was bigger than the first one, which that was a massive hit anyway. So and a little bit like The Normal Vacation. John Hughes wrote this, and it was another one from another one of his short stories. He did Vacation 58, and this is Christmas 59. So they're in the National Lampoon's like magazine. He wrote the separate stories, and so he wrote the story for this. Now, he didn't want to direct it, so he got Chris Columbus to direct it, and then Chris Columbus, which we talked about Chevy Chase before, didn't go on with Chevy Chase.
And I got a call from John Hughes. We had the same agent. Sent me a script called Christmas Vacation, asked me if I wanted to direct it. I thought it was a very funny script. Somebody was giving me an opportunity to direct. It was right in my wheelhouse, kind of had the edgy humor that I loved. And then I met with the star, Chevy Chase, and it was just a disaster. We did not get along.
And he was like, he said and he felt like worried about it because he said to John Hughes, he was like, I feel really bad for saying this, but I can't work with Chevy Chase. I just can't do it. So he's like, and John Hughes was like, oh no. Luckily, I've got another film, a little film called Home Alone, which you can direct. And so he ended up directing that. So that worked out well.
Yeah.
It's just a great script. It's a great story. Everybody's great in it. They go again with the thing of having Rusty and Audrey they're like completely swapped in age in this one, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Because they have, what's the guy's name who's in the Big Bang Theory? Jonathan Galecki. Yeah. He's playing
good.
Rusty in it. And if you ever watch any of our podcasts, I don't know if you'll know this, but when I do a part called It's Your Letters, I always ask him to look at his watch. Time 4, your favourite part. What is it? Look at your watch. I know you've all been waiting for it. What time is it? Check your watch. Right. And that actually comes from this film, and it comes from the part where Chevy Chase says to his son, he's like, you can help me with the lights, can't you, Russ? And he's like, oh, no.
Oh, jeez, look at the time. I gotta get to bed. Brush my teeth, feed the hogs.
Oh, is that what time it is? And he hasn't actually got a watch on. Because Chevy Chase used to do that on Saturday Night Live. He didn't have a watch on, and he used to go like that. That's why I always say on the podcast, I'm always like, what time is it? Check your watch, even though
That's a good fact.
you've actually got a watch on. But,
And I just tell you the time.
yeah, exactly, like you didn't in the last one we did, which is here. Watch it, it's Christmas one.
Yeah.
So,
Part 1 of 2.
yeah, part 1 of 2. Yeah, so what did you like about it? What do you like about it? When we sit down to watch it every year, are you always excited to see it?
Not excited, but it's like the ultimate comfort movie for me.
Yeah.
Because we always watch Planes, Trains and Christmas Vacation on the same day. And you know the parts are coming up, but you know there's a laugh every couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's guaranteed, which you don't get in comedy films these days. Oh, there's just not been popular ones where it has, but there are consistent laughs all the way through, apart from 2 parts, which we'll probably talk about.
Well, yeah, which the parts we'll get into.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is it's unlike the later that reboot Vacation film. This is very much a family film.
Yeah.
Like, it's little kids will love it, elderly people will love it. And just everybody will love it. Whereas, it's got nothing that's like a lot of films these days. It's crass or, like swearing. There is swearing in it, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's very light kind of swearing. And the characters are in it. You just like all the characters. If you think about it, if you like all the relatives that come in, like there's always a line that he always brings up that he loves, where it's like when Clark finally puts like the lights on, and then he goes to put them on, and then nothing comes on. Everybody's like, the old grandma's like, oh, what a waste of time this has been. And then the daughter's like,
you worked really hard, Grandma.
then the granddad's like, so the washing machines.
You worked really hard, Grandma.
So do washing machines.
We always say that. Whenever it's like, oh, that was pretty hard. Yeah. So a washing
He
machine.
says that every time, and I'm like, that doesn't work with that, mate. It's like, but yeah,
We always remember that one, and like you're saying about each character is so well done.
Yeah.
That they obviously thought of backstories for all the characters, and they're perfectly cast. And when they come through the door, the families.
yeah.
Look at how big you got, oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like the inane conversation you have when you greet your family. It's like,
They took a pint of fluid out of my lower back.
they took a pint of fluid out of my lower back. And it's just like, it's so, and the way that was directed, it's just like,
Yeah, right on their faces.
yeah, and it's just like, it's like boom, boom, boom on the door. It's a great scene.
And Clark's mother in that scene is played by Diane Ladd, and she was 53 when she did that scene. So she's like literally, I think she's only about 4 years older than Chevy Chase, but they, put her in like a wig and all that to make her look older. But she still looks a lot younger than like all the other people in it. Because then you have that Aunt Bethany, who was the voice of Betty Boop.
And nothing can ever go. Boopy-doopy-doopy-doop, boop-boopy-doop.
Whoa.
And this was her last ever film appearance. Here's another fact for you. Christy Brinkley, who was, the girl in the car in the first one, they actually asked her to come back to be the girl in the lingerie thing when he's like, I haven't got a log, you've got a log, which we used in one of our episodes when I was talking about a story of when I was talking to a girl. I was like, not that I've got a small one, not that you think that I've got a small one.
Not a log, I don't have a log, but I mean, just if I had a log, not in the sense that you think I said I did.
They asked her to come back, and she said she was not interested in reprising the role as she felt it would be unrealistic for the character to be working in Chicago after being, in the first film out in California or wherever. So that's why she didn't come back. That's why they hired the other girl. And I'm thinking, it's a comedy film. The thing is, literally today I was watching Home Alone 2, and I was speaking to my mum about it, and she was like, well, how come the bad guys are in the same places in New York with Kevin? I'm like, isn't that a bit of a coincidence? I'm like, yeah, because it's a film.
Was that real manure? No, it wasn't. Was that real manure? No. Was that real manure? It's a movie.
That's what they do,
When she played Scratchy.
Skeleton like a xylophone, he strikes the same rib twice in succession, yet he produces two clearly different tones. I mean, what are we, to believe that this is some sort of a magic xylophone or something?
Yeah, so it's like, well, you could have just put that in. Nobody's going to be sitting at home. Oh, I don't think
you
she would
do that. You do that. So you're giving it all this, but you often do that. We often come out of a film and say that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's too unrealistic kind of thing. But yeah, so she didn't want to do it, so that's why they got that other actress in. I don't know if she's done like anything since. I haven't seen her in anything since.
It wasn't a deep role.
It wasn't a deep role.
Literally. Doesn't she just say, can I take anything out for you?
Can I take something out for you?
Yeah.
It's winter or whatever. It's cold outside.
Yeah. Well, you have your coat on.
Yeah. Do I? That's a weird scene. You know that's just Chevy improvising.
Yeah.
And then it's still funny, but it's
Do you reckon that the other one, well, maybe it's not improvising, maybe it was in the script, but the way he does it when he's drinking the eggnog, whatever, and he's like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's brilliant.
He plays like brilliantly in this, and like I'm saying, it's like one of those family films because my dad, he loves slapstick, and it's got a lot. Your dad too. And he loves slapstick, so he loves the part. Ladder comes out, bang, hits him in the face. Laughs at that. Every time he laughs at, you always laugh at the other part though, that slapstick. When he gets this little bit of sap here and he gets the
Little full, a lot of sap.
Holidays, vacations.
He's like pulling her hair or whatever.
A lot of sap.
It's just well, one of the things about it was that if you've ever wondered this, because I used to wonder it, and I used to wonder because I used to have the DVD, and it was like one of them really old. Remember them click DVDs? It wasn't even a proper plastic thing. It was like you had to
cardboard
put it underneath the thing like that. Yeah, and then up like that.
Yeah.
Flip it over on the back cover. It shows them at like a Christmas tree lot. Like a shop kind of place or whatever. Because if you watch the film at the start, it has the part where Rusty's like, "Dad, you bring a saw," and it's like, boom.
Did you bring a saw?
And it just shows them going with the Christmas tree on the top of the car, and you're like, well, I thought you didn't bring a saw, so how'd they get it home? But the thing was, the deleted scene was them going to that car lot, and it shows the car in the trailer smashing through the car lot sign. The guy there is like, they're like, we need to buy a saw to get the tree or whatever. He's like, give them some ridiculous price, and they're like, well, is there anything a little cheaper? And he's like, shovel. So that's how they did it. They shoveled it out, and that's why that's why you can see that they got it without having a saw. Because if you look at the tree, all the roots and stuff are on it.
That's good editing because you don't really need that scene.
Yeah, but it kept me awake at night, mate. Thinking about it. You
just said you don't think about those things. Literally 2 minutes ago, you said that.
But yeah, so that was like that, and it was like and the part that we always talk about is the setting, and we talk about every Christmas. I say it every Christmas to annoy my dad because it breaks the illusion for him. Because it was filmed in summer, right? But where they were, it was really hot. Because when they breathe, you can see that there's no breath coming out because it's summer.
It's summer.
Yeah, it's summer.
Great scene. What do you mean? It's summer.
People freezing to death in New York, and look at us.
Hey.
Why we don't live here all year round is what I want to know. Beautiful.
It's summer.
What?
It's summer. People aren't freezing to death in New York. It's summer.
In New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said they were really like boiling hot on set, and that house that they used is the house out of Lethal Weapon. It was Mortar's house. That's his name, isn't it? Mortar.
Mortar? Is it Murtaugh? Mortar. I haven't even seen him, and I know that's the
Mortar.
Mortar.
Yeah, you know.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Murtaugh.
Yeah. So, but they did film in Colorado as well, where they did the scenes, obviously, with the Christmas tree and things like that. And they got loads of snow shipped in because it didn't actually snow. And then they put all the snow down, and then it snowed the next day or whatever when they started filming, so they didn't actually need it after all. After all. Let's talk about Cousin Eddie.
Merry Christmas!
He's another. I was saying again about it being a family film. My mum loves the part when he kidnaps.
Your mum?
Yeah, his mum also. When he kidnaps Clark's boss, and then she's on the phone and she's like, "It was a beastly."
He was a huge, beastly, bulging man.
Bulging man in a blue leisure suit. Because that scene as well, wasn't it? When he's a low-lying, full-flushing...
Low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
In that part, because they were all holding up cue cards with, like, the expletives and the words on them, so he didn't forget it. So he's doing. That's why you can only see with the camera from the back and him doing it, because he's reading off the cue cards as he keeps turning around, looking at the family, doing it, like that kind of part. But there's a part we never understood as kids, and there'll be like some of you probably at home who will have had the same thing. I had it on VHS, right? And this is in the days when they just used to dub VHS tapes and just you didn't even know.
Here, not your fancy country clubs or your fancy TV shows. And what the heck are you doing on TV anyhow? You know, I get calls from back home every single day. They think you went batso.
So when he does that part, when like Clark's going mad, and he's like, "We're gonna have the happiest Christmas till Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny Dancing K." And we were like, Danny Dancing K? That sounds like, I mean, I know he danced, but yeah. But when really, obviously, it was the...
And we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny K.
Danny K. And it's like, but we never knew that for years until... Actually, there was a pretty good dub job, because it did actually like cover it up. But what were your favourite parts with Cousin Eddie in it?
What's that got to do with Cousin Eddie? He wasn't in that part.
Yeah, but he was so mad at the whole situation, and Cousin Eddie was part of that situation.
He wasn't part of it. He was out by that point.
Oh, you mean out to get the thing? Yeah, he was. But he was mad at the whole situation of what had happened at Christmas.
My favourite, we always say it, Cousin Eddie part when he's dressed in Clark's clothes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then he's wearing, because he's wearing an insert, which is, I don't know, it's like when it gives the illusion of a shirt, but it's only a little square that goes down there. And it's just like a cream-coloured jumper with like a black shirt or whatever there, and you could just see the square. Oh, it's brilliant.
Because I used to have one of them inserts, right? And I remember that I was going out one time, I was walking with a friend of mine, and it was like such a hot day, but I hadn't thought it was going to be a hot day, so I'm wearing the inserts, which is like, it was kind of like a jumper, but with then you had the insert of a shirt, but this one was dark, you couldn't see it was an insert. And she was just like, so hot today. She was like, why don't you take your sweater off? And I was like, I'm fine. Like,
I can't believe you were just wearing a sweater against bare skin.
Well, believe it.
I know.
You don't believe it.
Yeah.
But it looked stylish. So, and then that happened, and I told him about that happened. And then we went at Christmas. We went to our cousin's house. Everybody sitting around the table, and then he brings up my thing because I was wearing it again. I really had not a lot of clothes, and that was like the smartest thing that I owned.
Kramer, how am I going to wear this? I can't wear this.
Hey, this looks better than anything you own.
Well, that part's near one of the parts that we said we were going to talk about. The things that bring it down from being
let's go
a 10
through these scenes.
to a 9.
Right, let's before we go through the scenes, let's go back and forth, and you say a scene you don't like, and let's see if we're saying the same ones.
All right. I don't like is one that we don't usually talk about, but I don't like it. I don't think it really fits in well. Is when they do the national anthem at the end.
That's what I was going to say. The Betty Boop woman.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. One nation indivisible, with liberty and...
I hate that. It's like
I hate that at the dinner table. I hate it in the part where the gas thing goes off and then the Santa Claus at the end.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. But she does it at the dinner table as well.
Play ball. I'm like,
that part
cringe for me.
That's very cringe. What's one of yours?
The sledding scene.
Later, dudes. Let her rip, Hank Penn.
It's just so. I mean, yeah, maybe if you're a small kid, you might like that, but it's so over the top, fast
cartoon.
Yeah, cartoon.
Because the way, like, all right, I could believe it even a bit more if when he just started normal and started going faster, but it goes like that, like a rocket coming out, like that wouldn't happen. And of course, at the end of it, not even injured or anything, is he? Even though he's like bingo when he hits the thing.
Yeah, what other parts are just?
Well, we know
the main part.
The main one we always gone about, and this would just bring it down to a 9 on its own. The part when he goes in the attic.
Watching the ones we love, having so much fun.
And a lot of people would say, well, that's the touching part where he's watching home movies of when he was a kid. And it's like, that part it's so boring that used to be the part where he would just leave the film. Like, he would just go upstairs.
Tradition. Yeah, it's like, whenever that comes on, our dad says, you're not going upstairs. It's this part. And then it's like, no, stay down here and watch it.
And that was
now
we skip. We shouldn't tell people that we skip it, mate. Now we just suffer through it.
Yeah, well, we've seen it about 100 times. We're not allowed to skip it at this point. Yeah. That is just... I know they need to show he's got heart and everything like that, but it's a comedy. I just want to laugh.
For a part where it's got heart, the ending is just, I love it. That
I did it.
I did it.
Yeah,
I love that. And then the music comes in. Music again, great.
And the dog.
Yeah, the dog just looking at him at the end when he's just standing outside. But again, that music in it, it's not the usual Holiday Road.
Holiday Road. Holiday
Road. Which we talked about in our other vacation review, so watch that one. Because they had Holiday Road with that weird video in that one. But
yeah.
But that was a great song for that. And you'd think it was a bit of a risk not having that in this film because it's in all the other National Lampoon's films. But the Christmas song in it is great as well.
Now it's getting closer, I can't wait. Gonna make this holiday as perfect as can be. Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
Just completely fits with it.
And how many films at that time were doing a completely animated opening like that? That's bespoke to that film. It's great.
And like we say, all the characters in it how perfect was it having like Julia Louis-Dreyfus and that other guy next door when she's like, something had to wreck the radio. It's like,
I don't know, Margot.
I don't know, Margot.
Yeah, and the classic, I wasn't talking to you.
Hey, Griswold, where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
I wasn't talking to you.
And that reminds me of the other part when he's with all them, hey, greaseball, you know.
Put it over there with the others, baseball.
Bill Murray's brother, because he's eaten so many classic parts that we end up bringing out of films.
Come bust a move where the games are played. It's chill, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade.
But when he's doing that and he walks past all them other people and he's like, Merry Christmas, kiss his ass.
Merry Christmas, kiss my ass. Kiss his ass, kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Kiss my ass, kiss your ass.
Greaseball. And just the little jokes where...
I bet you're going to say the presents.
Yeah. Like the generic present. Everyone's got their boss. And they're all shaped the same. It's obviously like a bottle of wine and something else. And he just puts them on the table with all the other ones.
And he's like, just leave it over there, greaseball. And he's like, get me somebody. Anybody.
I know. And then right at the end when it all gets saved or whatever, and he's like, what's he call him? He calls him something like, not Clark.
It's people that make the difference. Little people like you. So, Carl?
Glenn or something.
Yeah, and he's looking around like, who's he talking about? The callbacks like that. John Hughes, just great.
It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on basically all the streaming ones because you can't not find it. And it'll be on terrestrial TV in the UK over Christmas as well. But tell us if you've seen it before, drop it in the comments or whatever, and tell us what you liked about it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
See you later.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.